Welcome to the Mexican Ginger Podcast. It's Strawberry and Lizette. This is uncensored, so it's not necessarily for the kids. And thank you for following us on social media and for watching this on our YouTube page. Today, we are going to celebrate.
Oh,
I held this up as the sheriff walked by. That's great. We are celebrating.
Thank you. Oh, what are we celebrating?
Well, we signed our paperwork. Did you not sign your paperwork?
What paperwork? Our contracts?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. We're celebrating.
Okay.
I haven't seen you since. That's why.
Oh.
Because I was remote. I was dealing.
Then I was remote all week.
Yeah.
I was like, what did we sign? That was like so long ago.
Well, yeah.
Was it long ago or?
No, not for me. I was. Regardless. Yes. Congratulations
Damn,
to
they really
us.
glued this shit shut, ain't it?
And also, I guess I can make this announcement.
You're pregnant.
I am not. However, I don't want to jinx this. So
it hasn't happened yet?
It's the worst kept secret in the building because this building that we're in is full of gossip queens, right?
Yes. We're working around a bunch of men.
Very gossip queenish.
Very gossipy.
Yeah.
Very chismoso in here.
So you may have heard this. I was trying to not say it until like I signed with them. Mm-hmm. I haven't onboarded with HR yet. That was supposed to happen this week. It's going to happen next week.
I have a feeling I know what this is.
Yeah. I'm going to be the host for the athletics at Sutter Health Park.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But it was supposed to, like, we agreed to terms last week. And I was supposed to onboard this week, but they're dealing with spring training. So I get an email from them like, yo, Straw, we didn't forget about you, but we're like going to Arizona. So HR will contact you and
dope. So
fill out all your stuff next week.
Not to make this about me.
Okay.
What perks can I get?
Well,
what perks do me and Jelani get?
How do you open this thing? Have you figured out how to open this thing?
Oh, I didn't even try. I think it's just a twisty.
Oh, it's a twisty? I want to do a pop. Oh, it is a twisty.
No.
Oh, it's a twisty. I wanted to pop. Anyway, I don't know. Cheers. Cheers to us.
To us.
I don't know, because again, I was supposed to talk to HR at the athletics this week. It's going to be a next week conversation. As far as like passes, hookup, we'll talk about that. But yeah, it's going to be great. I'm going to do for the athletics what I do for the Seattle Kraken. Mm-hmm. And again, it was supposed to be like, I didn't want to talk about it until I signed. Mm-hmm. But like 5 different people in the office came up to me and said something. I'm like, well, dude, let me tell Lizette first. And I didn't want to tell you until I had it signed. But like so many people are coming up to me. I'm like, all right, well, the word has gotten out. Yeah. The word's gotten out. And I'm trying to like control it and contain it.
Oh.
But yeah, happy early congratulations to me for that.
So you are expecting a new baby. You are pregnant.
A baseball baby.
Yeah, you're pregnant with the entire A's team.
But yeah, so that's going to be
You're
fun.
going to walk in there and be like, I'm your new daddy.
Yeah, pretty
Wait,
much.
so with you hosting games,
Yeah.
like you do in Seattle, and now you're going to do it here with the A's, is there... I'm going to assume not. Like, I think I already know the answer to this question, but just because I don't actually know how it works and what goes on behind the scenes, like, do you mingle with the players at all?
I don't know how it's going to be with baseball. In hockey, I've met a couple of them. Like, we've done interviews and stuff like that, like after the game interviews, or like we'll bump into each other like in the hallways and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And the coach, like we'll cross paths. As far as the A's, I don't know. We may cross paths. We may have to like
Croths.
Yeah, right. That was weird. We may have to like shoot an Instagram video or some promos. You know, like, hey, I'm with so and so.
Can you think you'll be able to get Stomper in here?
Oh, for sure.
Shit, that reminds me. I was supposed to email that or DM that boy back about that interview. The fighter.
Oh, was that supposed to be today?
Pew, pew. No.
Okay.
It's not until March, I think. But I told him like a week ago, like, yeah, I'm on air right now. I'll message you later.
Okay.
And we'll coordinate. And then...
Yeah, let's coordinate that.
Okay, remind me. Let me make a note.
Stomper. I could have brought Stomper in anytime. I know Stomper.
You know Stomper for real?
I do know Stomper. I know Stomper. I know the Sourdough Sam.
I don't know who that is.
Sourdough Sam, the 49er mascot.
Oh, I should know who that is.
I know Lucille, unless Lucille has changed. I think I still know Lucille.
I want Lucille to come.
All right, I'll find. Well, I can't now because I'm on.
Well, hurry up! Do it now. Get Lucille in here pronto before you start.
All right.
But yeah, that'd be dope to get Stomper or somebody in here.
Yeah, we can do that.
And then, also, I just want to know what perks I get.
Well, they just announced, the A's organization, the Athletics, just announced, it was either today or yesterday, that iHeart Sacramento is going to carry, KFBK is going to carry the games.
Right.
They just announced that today. Again, it was something that we knew internally,
yes.
but things had to be signed. So,
will we have a suite?
I'm sure we have access.
These kind of perks I'm talking about.
We're getting perks, ladies and gentlemen. We will be getting perks.
These are the kind of perks that I want, and then whatever kind of extra little perks can come through you, like a tour, a locker room tour, or like I don't know, just any fun stuff that I can like bring my son to.
Yeah. Okay. We'll do that.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. All right.
I want to do it for the Raiders too.
In Vegas?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like between us, there's some connects.
Yeah, we have a couple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just fun stuff like that.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun doing the in-game hosting for the Athletics. That'll be great. I'm psyched for that. Okay, so podcast. I saw this thing on TikTok. I think it's a YouTube. These guys, just random guys, 2 or 3 guys, they just show up to jails and they go, "Hey, we're just going to bail somebody out."
I've seen that.
And the people go like, "Who do you want to bail out?" They go, "I don't know. We just like randomly bail people out."
I've seen these guys do it.
Yeah.
And they like bailed 10 people out of jail one time. Like one jail.
Yeah.
They bailed like 10, 15 people.
10, 15 people?
10, 15 people out.
This is good, by the way.
Yeah, it is good.
This is delicious.
I wish I had a strawberry.
They'll bail people out of jail, like random people.
And one of them was a mom and son duo that was locked up together that got bailed out. They're like, "Oh shit, what are you doing out here?" And they're like, "These guys just bailed me out. Me too."
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, how funny."
Yeah, they'll go to different jails and do it. Because I even saw a video, bail out. I even saw a video where they had to explain to the person, "Yeah, we're just going to randomly bail people out, like, but we don't want to spend like 20 grand. Like, who's got like $1,000 bail or a $1,500 bail?" So anyway, I saved that video because I was going to play that for you. And because of my algorithm, because I watched that video, another video of some other guys bailing people out of jail came up on my algorithm today. That's the video I want to play for you. These are different guys.
Okay.
Let's go through this process.
We bailed you out.
Thanks.
What's your name? Hayden?
Good.
Your name's Hayden?
Yeah.
Christian.
This is Christian.
Nice to meet you, bro.
Well, let's go. Thank you for the help.
All right, so the video starts where they are in like
Hayden and Christian are the ones that got bailed out?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Aiden. Like the 2 guys
Whatever.
bailed one guy out.
Okay.
2 guys bailed one guy out, and that's that's where the video starts. They meet in the lobby of the police station or whatever.
Don't tell me he gets like robbed or something.
No. So this kid comes out of jail. He's wearing like a Monster Energy hoodie, like white kid, like Buzz haircut, Monster
Yep.
Energy hoodie. If you can
Bet he
picture
drives
this,
a lifted truck.
maybe. But he looks like he's 17. Like this kid looks young.
Yeah.
Right? So they meet him, and then the video cuts to like they're outside. I think they're at a bonfire or something like that. And they tell the kid, "Hey man, welcome back to freedom. We've got a hotel for you. We'll set you up. Like we just want to like, welcome you back to freedom or whatever." So here's the bonfire.
All right, don't say nothing about jail when we get to the hotel. Also, please don't damage the room because it's in my name, but if you do, I understand. But
I won't.
I'm a diamond member. I kind of want to keep that status.
So they told him, we got you a hotel.
See, no. Absolutely not. No, I will never, especially a stranger.
Yeah.
That you just bailed out.
Yeah.
You gonna put them in a room with everything under your name on your card?
Yep.
That these people doing this also must be kids.
They're young. Do you have an idea where this is going with young Hayden?
I think so, but let's go ahead and finish.
All right. I think this is where they get a cell phone call the next day.
That kid Hayden apparently stole everything out of the hotel room I got him and then shit on the floor. So I got banned from the hotel at the Hilton. Back to Marriott.
He stole everything and shit on the floor. That's fucking gross.
Imagine just some strangers bail you out of jail for whatever you did. I don't know what he did. That's how you repay your second chance of life? Like,
That wasn't a second chance of life. He probably was only, like, some of these people, what if they're only doing, like, a week or something? It's probably, like, petty charges, little things that, like, they really, don't care. Like
burglary, I'm going to assume. Theft.
But you know what I mean? Like, they're bailing out people who, I'm going to assume, based off this kid.
Yeah.
They're bailing out people who, like, don't care.
Yeah.
Or are maybe getting locked up for, like, it's not like he was doing life.
Yeah.
Where he's like, oh, shit, here's my second shot at life and I'm going to do things right. Like, what if he was going to get out next month anyways?
Yeah, good point.
All
right, so here's the video. So remember, he stole everything.
And shit on the floor.
Yeah.
I want to know what he stole. I wish we had a video clip. Dude, I wonder if we could get security footage. Probably not. Security footage of him walking out of the hotel. If he has like the TV, it would look crazy. He's got the mattress.
So they call the hotel to be like, all right, tell us what happened.
So the guy that was in the room, he stole a TV, and then that there was poop everywhere.
That is crazy.
They have you on the do not rent list.
What did I do wrong?
So okay, that's what I said.
So not only did they destroy, he has this guy.
So all he did was steal the TV.
Steal a TV
and then there's
pooped.
shit everywhere.
But now this guy, this YouTuber, he's on a list where, all right, this hotel will never rent to you again.
Yeah.
Because of what your guest did.
Like, sure, it's unfair, but if now he has this reputation of this guy rents rooms and then lets other people sleep in there, we're not going to rent to him anymore.
Yeah. And so I forget what part this is. Hold on.
So he shit all over the floor and stole a TV and some other things. I specifically asked him not to steal anything. I'm going to find that fucking TV and bring it back myself.
Yeah. There you go.
What if, like, he really wasn't going to steal nothing and then these guys were like, don't steal anything. And he's like, oh, good idea.
Good idea. But I've seen the ones that I did save that I was going to play. I think it was in New York. And these dudes bailed this guy out of jail. He's like, what's up? They're like, we're just bailing you out. He's like, what? He's like, yeah, we bailed 3 other people out also. Like, hang on. And they get in a party bus. They get in a party bus.
Yeah.
And they drive around. And like one of them was, I think some guy, like it was a heartfelt story. One guy also, he was crying. He's like, why'd you bail me out? Like, I'm homeless. I have nothing out here. Like, I have, like, it's freezing out here. I have no food. He's like, why'd you bail me out? That's what he said. He's like, take me back. And he's crying. I think they're on the subway. He's crying. And he's like, in there, I have food. In there, I have a place to sleep. Like, yeah, it's jail, but I have nothing on the street. And he was like crying. He's like, take me back. And it was sad because they're hugging him. They're like, hey, man, we got you. We got you. Like, do you have kids? He's like, yeah. And I think they were going to, like, reunite the guy with the kids. But it was sad. It was sad.
It's because some people, like, do go to jail for that reason, like, especially if they are homeless and they really ain't got nobody or nothing.
Yeah.
Like, well, then let me, get myself arrested so that I can have a roof over my head and a bed to sleep in and meals served and, like, doctors there for me or, like, something,
Yeah.
When you're down that bad.
When you're it was either Jadakiss or 50 Cent. They said, I know dudes who go to jail just to get their teeth fixed.
Yeah.
They got a dentist in there. All right. Yeah, so don't bail somebody out of jail that's going to poop on a hotel room under your name.
I saw I think it was like a Reddit post that was on Instagram, I think last night. And it was this guy, speaking of poop, it was this guy that said that.
I have something about poop. Go ahead. It's so. I've been meaning to ask you this all week. Go ahead.
It was this guy who his wife went out, got super drunk, like shit-faced. He had to go pick her up and she was like stumbling and throwing up and like couldn't walk herself. So he had to go get her, brought her home and came home and put her to bed, went back outside and shit in the front yard.
Wait, who did?
The husband.
Wait, who was drunk? The girl was drunk?
The wife was drunk. The husband goes outside and shits like in front of the steps.
Oh, I know where this is going.
And then the next day was like, yeah, man, I don't know. Like, you were throwing up everywhere. I had to go get you. You came home and you shit in the front yard.
There it is.
The neighbors saw. And he was like, she's had maybe one drink in the past 4 years since that night.
Yes, gaslit her. Gaslit her sobriety.
Like, no, I wouldn't even believe if that was me because I've been drunk plenty times. Shit-faced.
Yeah.
Throwing up. Blacked out. Not once have I shit myself.
I know. But how embarrassing. She believes that she did. So she's like, oh my God.
She thinks she did it in the front yard for the whole neighborhood to see.
That guy's diabolical.
Diabolical.
That's how you do it. Mental warfare. Okay, so it's weird because we have so many people back in the office now. We used to be like...
Do we?
Oh, yeah.
Because I see one person.
Well, it's today. So, girls' bathroom. You guys are all stalls, right?
Yes.
So, let's say you walk in to the bathroom and some other female's in a stall. Do they like make a noise so you know they're there? Or is that just a guy thing?
Only...
Do they alert?
No, but I do notice that when they're taking a shit, they'll like cough.
Yeah.
Or maybe like shuffle their feet a little bit.
To cover the noise or to let you know they're there?
I don't know because also there's some girls that stay completely silent.
Yeah.
And they don't move and they just sit there.
It's the respectful thing to do.
And that's also how I know that they're taking a shit.
Yeah.
And they're waiting for me to leave so they can finish.
Yeah. So it's been happening a lot this week. I don't know who it is, but like normally I'll go in the bathroom because we drink a lot of, well, champagne today, but we drink a lot of like water and soda and fizzy water during the show. So I stay hydrated. So I'm in and out of the bathroom all the time. There's been a lot of people in there this week. Stalls are closed. And the thing with guys' bathrooms, at least here, when you walk in and someone's in the stall, when they hear somebody else come in, they'll purposely like rattle the toilet paper dispenser, or they'll cough, or they'll flush. They'll do something to let you know, hey, buddy, I'm in here taking a dump. That was a little
That
burp.
just happened so casually.
A little burp.
Just want everyone to know that was not me.
So, and it's been happening so much to me this week. I walk in to go number one, and someone's taking a number two, and they are full on like rustling or whatever. I'm like, I wonder if girls do this too, because girls is all.
Wait, I'm taking a picture.
Picture it?
Let me take the filter off because you look beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Oops. Hold on, I accidentally took the picture.
Oh, you haven't drank anything.
We weren't ready. Okay.
Girls are all stalls, and I didn't know if you guys did it. You alert.
Some girls do it too. Other girls just don't make a noise.
Yeah.
But both ways, I know they're in there taking a shit.
For sure. Yeah. Someone is like completely silent. I'm like, all right, man, I'm just going to pee, wash my hands, and get out of here. Like, I'll let you go do your thing. It's the respectful thing. Thanks for holding it.
Have you ever opened the door and shut it, but didn't leave the bathroom?
No. I did that today, though.
You should do that. And then once they're like, oh, thank God. And they start going, be like, all right, man, well, have a good day.
You know what I used to do? I had this era, like Taylor Swift had her era.
Should I not post this on my public story, or do you not care? I don't care. Do you care?
Let me see what it looks like.
It doesn't look bad, but we're just drinking champagne in the studio.
That's fine.
Okay.
I had this era, and it was a good, like, probably 2 years, where if I would go to the bathroom, I don't care if it was at the dorm, if it was at the restaurant, if it was at work, if it was at the movie theaters, or, whatever. If once I leave the bathroom, I turn the lights off. And there's dudes in there like taking a leak, taking a dump, and now they're in pitch blackness. Like, it was the funniest thing to me. I would do it when we'd be at a business meeting or a business lunch at a restaurant. I don't care. I click the lights off and I come.
On purpose or?
Heck yes.
Oh, I didn't know if it was just like a habit.
No, I would do it on purpose. And I think I'm going to start it here again because I've been tempted so many times. I'm walking into the bathroom here at the radio station. Someone's in the stall. And I'm like, you know what would be hilarious? And we have a little switch here, a little switch on the wall.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just going to start cutting off the lights again just to see what happens. But the thing is, you got to run. Because they're like, hey, who did that?
Who's going to come chase you?
I don't know.
Why do you have to run?
So just between you and me, if you start hearing rumors about somebody who was in the bathroom and someone turned the lights off, I'm back.
I don't think I'm going to hear rumors.
Okay.
The other men might.
Yeah, well, I'm back. I think I'm doing it. I'm going to start next week. Remind me.
Okay. Don't forget to
started.
turn the lights off.
It's so funny to me. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, my bathroom has I have 2 different lights in my bathroom. One of them is like a light switch that you turn on.
Okay.
Another one is a button that you press. They both turn on different lights, and the button that you press is like a timer, so it will auto turn off after like 15 minutes if it doesn't detect any motion. And I've gotten so used to just hitting that button that a lot of times while I'm showering at night and I've only hit that button, the lights will just, especially if I'm doing an everything shower, so I'm in there for like 20, 30 minutes, the light will shut off. And then I have to finish my shower in the dark. I feel like I'm being like bullied by my bathroom light. It'll just turn off. And then I'm like, ugh. Now I have to finish showering in the dark.
That's
it's
funny.
So it makes me so mad.
Yo, I have something that may make you sad. I get emotional when I hear these, so I don't know if I want to play it.
What is it?
Well, do you want to do your Valentine's thing before I do this, or should I?
My Valentine's thing?
Weren't you gonna do like a Valentine's?
Oh,
list?
my little story.
Yeah.
I already read it though.
Okay.
I have another story.
Okay, go for it.
There's not much to it, and it has nothing to do with Valentine's. See, you know what pissed me off? I always will put, anytime I find an interesting little story, or if there's something I want to talk about, I'll make little notes in my laptop. On this, what is it, like WordPad or
notes
or something? Yeah. So I had at the bottom of like all my show prep or whatever that changes every day, I had a list of things specifically for the podcast. Well, the other day, I think I had to like restart my computer or something. And so everything closed and it wasn't saved. So I lost that whole entire list.
Oh, hell no.
I remember one of them had something to do with the CIA. There's like some book that came out about that was written about the end of the world, and it was classified for a long time, and the CIA like just declassified it, and it was online or something like that.
No.
I can't remember exactly what it was, but that's one of the things that I had on there to talk about.
Yeah.
And then there was something else. I can't remember what it was. But anyways, I just saw this today. There's a kayaker who was kayaking in Chile. I think it was like him and his dad. He was kayaking and got swallowed by a humpback whale.
Pinocchio style?
Yes, that's the first thing I thought of too.
He got swallowed?
He got swallowed by a whale, and then the whale spit him out. And it was all recorded on camera.
Well, because that's how whales eat. They open their mouth and they
Are they the ones with the straw teeth?
I think so. That's blue whales, I think.
I know one of them got like straw teeth that filters out.
Yeah.
They like take big bites of water, and then they like push the water out with their tongue through their teeth, and then all like the fish and stuff, they stay in their teeth.
I thought
it's like a strainer.
Yeah, I thought that's how whales eat. They open their mouth and they like go to the surface, and whatever fish they catch when they go to the surface, like they got. So was he purposely trying to eat this kayaker, or was he just caught up in like the fish gulp? Do you know?
I think it was an accident. He said that he thought the whale approached him out of curiosity or was trying to communicate. After being spit out, he thought it was an orca that was going to kill him and his dad.
But yeah, killer whales are no joke, dude. They will F you up. I thought humpbacks were nice, though.
That's why I think it was an accident. Hold on. Here's... The video is on TMZ.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let me see. Let me see what they
Mental note: don't go kayaking in Chile anymore.
Let me see what they talking about. Don't go kayaking at all. Actually,
I love kayaking.
How about that?
When we were in Seattle, I used to go all the time.
Okay, wait. Is kayaking? Wait, or is it canoeing?
Two different things.
I saw Canoeing is the one where it's like all fully enclosed, right? And it's just like your torso sticking out.
No, canoeing is like Native American.
Kayaking is the one where your torso sticking out.
Kind of.
Canoeing is Native American is racist as fuck.
No,
by the way.
think that. No, think of that.
That's so racist.
No, it's not racist. Like,
yes,
think
it is.
of that. Like, think of like
when
camping.
you think of canoeing, think of Indians fishing.
No,
that's basically what you said.
No,
anyways,
it's not what I said.
So canoeing. Wait, kayak. Wait, which one?
I don't know if I'm going to help you anymore.
No, come on.
So kayaking can be the self-enclosed thing, but also it also can be open. Normally a kayak. I think you're talking about kayaking. This guy he was kayaking and got swallowed by a whale. Because
I was gonna say, I always thought whichever one is like the one that with your torso just sticking out.
Yeah, kayaking.
I always thought you was like sitting on your butt and your legs were stretched out. I saw online like a video. I don't know, like a diagram, a photo or whatever, a drawing of how you sit in those boats.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't know that they're like kneeling in those boats.
In a kayak? No, you sit on your butt and your feet go in front of you. I used to kayak all the time in Seattle.
Maybe you were doing it wrong.
I'm not doing it wrong. Because sometimes some might even have pedals up front. You stick your legs up front.
Okay, so
it may be different canoes though. It may be different kayaks.
But I'm talking about the one with where it's like all closed and your torso just sticking out.
That's a different type of kayak.
So, but I'm talking about that one specifically.
Okay, that one specifically. Gotcha.
That one specifically. They're kneeling in it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I thought they sat down on their butt and their legs was just straight out.
Yeah, same.
That's not how they sit in those boats.
I didn't know that.
Anyways, it would give me so much anxiety to be in those boats and it flips upside down.
Yeah.
I would be terrified.
Yeah.
I would die. I'm trying to watch this whale video and it's not loading. Anyways, okay, you go next.
All right, so have you heard of...
The Muffin Man?
Yes. So my... Muffin Man. So my fiance told me about this poem and then this TikTok like trend. Mm-hmm. And then so she's in there and like she's I think she was driving at the time, but she's getting all watery eyed, like telling me about it. I'm like, oh, this is a very emotional trend. And then because my FBI man was listening on the cell phone, mm-hmm. a day later, this trend pops up on my TikTok. It's you take your younger self out to coffee. Have you heard of this thing?
No.
Okay, so I guess it started off as a poem because I found the girl who wrote the original poem. And it's something about, I took my younger self out to coffee. And it's like, what would you tell yourself if you met them at Starbucks for a coffee date? Like, Lizette, you're 30 years old. You meet the 15-year-old version of you for coffee. What would you tell her? Like that type of thing, right?
Okay, are you asking me?
No, I'm just saying like I will ask you.
Okay.
So that poem sparked a TikTok trend where people would get on their phone and they'll say like, hey, I met my younger self for coffee and they just start going through all this like trauma they had and like, oh, she thought this boy was like the end all be all, but don't worry, he was bad for you. We're happily married now. Like, I know you're stressing off this, but it gets better. Like this whole thing. So I have this video which somebody did, and it's so emotional. Like this whole trend is emotional. But here's a great example of the I met my younger self for coffee thing.
I met my younger self for coffee. We were both 10 minutes late. She apologized profusely with a well-rehearsed excuse. I tell her it's okay, there's no rush. She ordered a black coffee with sweetener and I ordered a vanilla latte. She had a nose ring where I have a tiny scar. She fiddled with her shirt to cling to her body less after she sat down while I envied the body I can sense she's uncomfortable in. I want to tell her she's beautiful and nothing about her needs to be different. But I know she only believes people who tell her she's not good enough. I tell her I'm tired because I wake up really early for work these days. She says the dream job she's working toward would require her to do the same. And tells me she's tired too from waiting up all night for a text from a boy. She says they're all the same. I tell her they're not. She points at my finger like it's my ring. But
it goes on. It's just
Strawberry sitting here like, this bitch spit.
It's just like, I get it. Like, because when you're young.
Were you also waiting up late at night for a text from that boy?
No, but you know how many girls, like, you little crushes on them and they break your heart and here you go.
But it's exactly like the one she wants someday. I ask if she'd like to try it on, and it fits her perfectly. We have the same hands, even though we're different people. It's strange how that works. She tells me she loves driving around aimlessly for hours on end because she can't stand being home alone with her thoughts. I tell her I've grown out of going for drives because I can't get home fast enough these days. I love what waits for me there. As we leave the coffee shop, she lights a cigarette and asks if I'd like one. I would, but I decline. I tell her I don't smoke anymore. We hug goodbye and I struggle to let go. She doesn't because she doesn't know me at all. But I know her so well, and I miss her all the time. I hope we meet again for coffee someday.
So that's the trend. Like, you talk about
That wasn't that sad.
what it would be like if you meet your younger self.
I mean, I get it, and it was like deep, yes, but I wasn't sitting here getting ready to cry.
Yeah, but you meet your younger self, and she's going to be pregnant, and you're like, oh my goodness, like you have no idea what's up.
No, she wouldn't be pregnant.
Well, she could. Let's say you meet the 19-year-old Lizette.
Okay, but they're talking about 15,
Okay.
15, 16.
You're kicked out of how many schools at this point when you're 15?
One.
Okay. But you're 30, single mom, successful. You have a well-established career in radio. You're living on your own. You got a family who loves you.
I would tell my younger self to like keep it up, bitch, keep at it.
Keep it what? Like keep up the thoughty behavior, the ratchet behavior?
No, I wasn't even a hoe when I was I was a virgin still when I was 15, 16.
Okay.
What do you mean?
But I'm just saying, like, keep what up? Keep what up? Like, it gets better type of keep it up, or like keep partying. You already kicked out of one school. You got 3 more to go. You're going to drop out of nursing school.
No, but at that time I was, nursing school wasn't even a thought yet.
Yeah.
But I was already getting into radio.
At 15?
16, yeah.
Yeah.
That one was me.
This is good champagne. I'm impressed.
But yeah, like, of course everyone goes through shit, and, you know, when I was younger and pregnant or like a young mom or whatever, like, no, it wasn't easy. And like, sure, I've endured relationship trauma and like young single motherhood trauma or whatever else. But I don't know. I'm like a firm believer in, I don't know if you would call this, I don't know if you would call it like the butterfly effect, but I'm a firm believer in like everything happens for a reason. And had I not gone through all those things and did all those things, I would not be where I am now. Right. And like, I'm happy where I am now. Yeah. So I wouldn't go meet my younger self and be like, do this different or don't do this, or you know what I mean? Because then what if I don't end up where I am now?
Yeah. That's good.
So I wouldn't meet my younger self and tell them like, stay away from this boy and don't move here and don't take this job or
go to the Salinas Motel on Christmas Eve.
Do it. There's going to be a bottle of Moscato. Drink the whole thing.
You meet your younger self for coffee. You're not sending her on a different path. You're like, yo, hang tight, young thug. You'll be gravy.
Yeah, I don't think, I think everything I've been through has made me funny as fuck. And honestly, I don't think it was that bad. Yeah. Like, people go through worse shit, you know? I think everything I've been through has, like, everyone's also experienced it. Except for, like, being homeless with a baby, but...
Oh, yikes. There's that.
But look where I am now.
Yeah, right? Yeah, it's just, you know, when you're young, like, everything that you think is the end of the world. You know, it's like, oh my God. It's like, hey, man, don't worry about it. Calm down. You'll be fine.
Fucking relax.
Yeah, you'll be fine. You brought up Chile. Chile, the kayaker.
The place.
And I wonder if this is the guy. I went to school with somebody named, I don't want to say his last name. His name is Ben. And he was from Chile. And obviously at the time, you're like, where's that? Like, is that a real, where's Chile? You don't know much geography when you're young.
You're Chilean?
Yeah, Chilean.
Yeah, that.
And so, but obviously we lost touch because we were like in elementary school. I don't even know if he went to my high school, but we were
Isn't it funny the things you remember from elementary school and the people you remember?
Yeah. I'm like, where is this guy? Like,
Remind me to tell you about like the 2 people that I remember.
Oh. speaking of which, I got invited to like some high school reunion, but since I don't check my Facebook ever, like I didn't realize that I got invited. I think it was over the holidays. I think it was like December, November.
Would you have gone?
I would have gone. Just to catch up with some people, like the guy who nicknamed me Strawberry. Like, I tell his story all the time. I talk about him all the time, so it would be good to see him again.
See,
but I didn't have a lot of tight friends from high school.
I didn't have a lot of friends either, and the only person that I hung out with every day, and who was my best friend, was a year younger than me. Like, I wasn't friends with anybody in my grade.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't go. I was going to go to, I've only had like one reunion so far. It was the 10-year. And I got invited, but that was also the same weekends that my family me and my sisters and my mom were taking all the kids to like Disneyland or something. So I ended up not going to the reunion. Now, I don't think I would go unless I had somebody to go with.
Sure.
Because then I wouldn't have anyone to hang out with or talk to.
Yeah.
Like, I want to go with somebody who I can, like, we can sit in the back and talk shit about everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, if I went to a reunion, I'm not sure who I would even like remember or know, or like who would want to sit there and hang out with me all night when everyone had their own group friends.
Clicks, yeah.
Groups. Am I saying this right? Damn.
Friend groups, yeah.
This goddamn champagne. Did you finish yours?
Yeah, I finished mine.
It's making me hot. It's giving me hot flushes.
I'm a little warm. I admire the people. Oops, hold on 1 second, because I just watched this murder mystery last night. Oh, sorry, 5:30.
I'm still watching Severance.
5:30. I admire the people that did, like, you had tight high school friends. Like, I had high school friends, but after we went to college, like, if you didn't go to my college, or like I went to De-Anza. No, I went to Foothill, sorry. If you didn't go to my JC or my university, like, we just lost touch. I made other friends, right?
Yeah,
And so it's like, I admire the people that keep that circle. If you keep that circle, or the high school sweethearts that end up getting married. Like, I just watched some murder mystery last night, some documentary, a real crime. Like,
I don't feel like they like are happy though.
You didn't live, right? You didn't live if you go through everything with the same person.
Because I'm like, okay, be fucking for real. You are not the same person you are now than you were when you were 17 when you met this person.
Yeah.
There's like, it's in retrospect, like, it sounds cute, like all high school sweethearts, and they're still married and they're still together and they have kids and they like bought a house and got married, and like, sure, it sounds like, oh, that's the dream. But like, if I was still with the motherfucker that I was dating when I was 17,
yeah,
I'd be
live your life.
Miserable.
Right.
I would be miserable.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'd probably still be stuck in Salinas.
Probably. That's what happens out there. Nothing.
Like, there's really people who don't leave their hometown and think that they're like living life.
I know.
You're not.
You
have to leave the nest.
You do.
If you end up back there, you end up back there.
Sure. But you got to leave and
but
experience life.
But you have to leave. Yeah.
That's with anybody, like travel experience.
There's so much more outside of the borders of like, motherfuckers go to Vegas and be like, yeah, I travel all the time.
No, you don't. You don't.
They go to San Diego.
Yeah.
I'm always traveling. No, you're not. You drove down the streets.
Like, the fiance and I were recently talking about, like, let's move. Like, I'm ready to move to Ireland. Like, I would move to Ireland. She's like, we can move to not Mexico.
If you say somewhere else that's similar to a Latin
Costa Rica
descent,
we had a Mexico conversation, but this is a different conversation. That's why I'm just blurring conversations. We're like,
you're blurring races.
No, like, let's go to Costa Rica. Like, I'm down to move to Ireland. Like, it's no longer like, oh, I'll move from the east side to the north part of town. It's like, no, like, why don't we move to Nashville or move to Austin, or like, I'm down to move to Ireland. Like, we did an awesome Ireland trip. Where, like, I could live in Ireland.
I thought we were talking about moving out the country.
Yeah, we can't.
Because that, like, dead ass is what people are doing now.
Just move. Just experience life. There's so many different cultures. Like, I'm down. My brother lived in Spain for like 3 years. Like,
yeah, he did, huh?
just like experience life. Like get away from the borders. You gotta go. You gotta go experience life.
See, I'm down to do that, but only if I have someone to do it with.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't want to do it by myself.
Yeah.
But if I had someone who would be down to like move to a different country with me,
Yeah.
I'd be a little more inclined to do it.
Yeah. Dude, I had a buddy who, this is ballsy. Like some people they get, paranoid's not the word. They get uncomfortable with the idea of like going to a restaurant by themselves or going to the movies by themselves. I got a buddy who left his job because his job, it was like a toxic environment. And he's like, I saved enough money. I'm just gonna live for 6 months in different countries. And he went like to Australia, New Zealand.
Yeah, how much money do you have to
Italy.
save up to do shit like that? Because it sounds like
a lot, but he had a plan where he had friends. He has friends who live in different places. So he would crash with them or then get like a Airbnb, or like people were vacationing and he would meet up with them. So I don't know all the logistics, but he did plan it a lot where like he would stay with certain friends along the way. But he's like, yeah, man, I just got like hotels and hostels and Airbnbs. Like
hostels.
Yeah, it's like I'm just gonna live a month in Italy. Then
I'd be
I'll live
so
a
scared
month.
to stay in a hostel.
Yeah, no, me
because of
too.
the movies.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
But like, and he just did it on his own. Like he's like, yeah, I'll be alone for like a month or so, but then I'll meet a friend for a couple weeks. Then I'll be alone for a month or so, but then I'll go to a new country and like some people can't go to a movie by themselves.
I am really trying to encourage my son because I know he doesn't want to go to college. Well, actually, you know what? I just came up with my own solution.
Okay.
I was gonna say I'm really trying to encourage him to want to go to college. And I really want him to go to an HBCU.
Yeah.
But he doesn't like have the desire to even go to college at all. And like I agree to an extent that like you really don't need college these days.
Sure.
I feel like you don't. Sure, it's cool to have like degrees and have these certain like credentials or whatever, depending on what kind of job you want to get and what you want to go into. Sure, you may need degrees and things like that, but I don't know. I feel like these days a lot of work and getting into a workplace and then moving up within that workplace, it's all like you just got to get in there and you got to start working and you got to network and you got to learn how to do it hands on and then you get to where you want to be. I don't feel like you need college for that.
Right. Not in all situations. No.
But I want him to go to college and I want him to go to an HBCU just because I want him to experience like taking care of himself. I want him to experience like that college life and have those memories and have those experiences that like I never got to have. And I think it would be fun as fuck. And then we can go visit him.
Yeah.
Anyways. But he doesn't want to. But I really wanted him to because I was like, yeah, then, you know, he'll be not living with me. And then I can travel and like live my life and do all these things that I'm having to hold back on doing now because he lives with me and because he's in school are things that I'm waiting to do when he goes to college. But then as I was starting to tell this story, I thought, well, when he's college age, he'll be old enough for me to just go do what the fuck I want to do anyways.
Ideally, yeah, 18.
So then I was like, I guess that really doesn't matter. But yeah, I really want him to just like,
I think he needs that experience.
I really want him to experience moving out of the house and having to like be an adult and having to take care of this and take care of this. And
yeah, you
know?
need that. You need that. Yeah. All right, let's wrap this up. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Thank you for following along.
Oh, what are you doing tonight, by the way? What are your plans? Valentine's plans.
What it is now.
God.
No, what it is now, it had different, it evolved.
Did you forget to make reservations?
No. The plan was to go somewhere.
Like a trip?
Because it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We have Monday off. So like, all right, we were going to go to either San Diego or Phoenix or it's a third place. San Diego, Phoenix, somewhere else.
Scottsdale.
Well, that's Phoenix, yeah. Sorry. San Diego, Scottsdale, somewhere else, or like Santa Barbara. I think Santa Barbara was the third place. And so I was excited because weeks in advance, I'm like, hey, here's the flights. If we leave Friday versus Saturday. If we come back Monday versus Tuesday. So I sent her a list. Still in January, I sent her a list. Hey, Scottsdale, San Diego, Santa Barbara. Here's the flights. Here's the times. Tell me where you want to go. She didn't decide. A week or so goes by. I'm like, hey, it's getting close. Like I gotta make plans. Prices are going up. Where? Oh, okay, yeah. I'll look at them. Like, well, you know what? And I'm like, well, prices went up a little bit. Just pick where you want to go. Nothing. Nothing. I'm like,
why don't you? Maybe should you have just picked?
I would have, but she made it a point. Like, if it was just like, hey, I'm going to surprise you, or hey, I'm going to pick, that's one thing. But she's like, I have specific wants and needs. Like, I want a specific trip in mind. Like, it was that. It's like, I'll do it. Just tell me where you want to go. Here's your 3 options. I have all the flights, all the times, the returns. Just let me know what city you want to go to. I'll do the rest. Didn't do it. And then it was like the week of, I'm like, yo, we could still do it. Prices went up.
Yeah.
Up. But we could still do it. And she goes, no, I think we missed the window. I'm like, yeah, we kind of did.
So now what?
So, and I'm like, well, and if I knew we were going to stay in town, I would have made reservations. Because I was on this in January. I was excited I was on this in January. I was going to make reservations. So by the time we realized that we weren't going anywhere, I'm like, all right, well, reservations are shot. So let me call a couple places like, hey, look, I don't need the reservations, but I'm going to do a pickup. Like Ruth Chris Morton's, like, let me do a pickup. And they go, no, bro, like, it's Valentine's Day. We're not doing any to-go orders. I'm like, oh, okay.
Why don't you cook?
So then I'm like, look, I'll be the Ruth Chris. I'm gonna cook for you. Like I'm doing steak. Do you want steak and baked potato, or do you want steak frites? Do you want lobster, or do you want shrimp? And I gave her the whole menu. I'm like, I'm doing this. I'll cook for you. And she goes, all right, cool. So yesterday I'm like, all right, I'm going to the store. She goes, no, don't go to the store. Let's watch TV. I'm like, what? Like I need to go to the store. And I had this whole menu planned out. And so this morning I'm like, I gotta go to the store this morning. Like you're making me look bad. She goes, I'm gonna come with you. I'm like, cool. But then like, she's kind of like, what's the word? Not armchair quarterback. She's like, she's steamrolling my menu. She goes, oh, do this instead. And I'm like, I just want you to be happy, so it's fine. But you're taking like the gift away. Like my gift was I'm
you're
doing it all.
You're excited and you wanted to.
Yeah, she goes, how about this? Do this instead. I'm like, okay, fine. So to answer your question, finally, I made cinnamon rolls this morning, like cinnamon pumpkin rolls this morning.
Cute.
Super cute.
But why pumpkin?
It was a mix.
It's Valentine's.
I know it was a mix. It was
Why
cinnamon
didn't
rolls
you make
with
it
pumpkin.
like strawberry or something pink?
I have strawberries for dessert. And then so I'm making steak and lobster tonight for her. And then this weekend, like we're just gonna like clean the house and do chores. Because we haven't been home for like a month. Yeah. That's what we're doing. What about you guys?
I too went to the store this morning.
Yeah.
I bought my son a big tray of chocolate covered strawberries, and it's a heart shaped tray, which is both of our favorites. So half of those are mine. I also bought it for myself, and then I bought him like a little heart box chocolate, like just like a small one, because we have plenty of chocolates. And then I bought him a bag of Takis.
Okay.
And I got a box of macaroons.
Oh hell yes.
Because we love. And then I feel like I got him something else and I can't remember. But I'm going to make us red wine braised short ribs with some garlic mashies.
Nice.
And then I got some broccolinis on the side. And a like fruit
roll up.
No.
Oh.
Like a fruit cheesecake for dessert.
Oh, you're doing it big. Nice job.
Well, because it's also for me.
Yeah, I know. In the long run.
I'm also doing it for myself, and these are the things that I want.
I know.
But it's like a cheesecake with it has chocolate covered strawberries on it, raspberries, blackberries. I think that's it.
Damn. I like
but
that.
like it looked, I think it has blueberries too. It looked fucking fire.
Yeah.
So I got that for us.
All right.
So we're so big back that half of his Valentine's gifts are in the
food.
fridge.
Yeah.
So I couldn't make a cute setup for him for when he got home from school. He would see oh, how cute, Valentine's. Like half of it's in the fridge. I'm going to get home and get dinner started and then put his try to make a cute little Valentine's display and stuff. I had got him a balloon and a bear and stuff last year also, and flowers. But the flowers were actually for me, and then the balloon was just a waste of money, and then the bear just got thrown in his room somewhere. He still has it, but it's kind of I don't want to keep
for sure
buying him fucking pink bears,
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, look on the bright
That's what we're
side. You may have a professional baseball player as your Valentine next year.
I don't want that.
No?
No.
What if there's a super I'm yo, Lizette, this guy on the team, I think you guys would get along.
I have a man now.
I'll introduce you. Oh.
You know that, so
okay.
I don't know why you're acting like that's a surprise.
Oh, breaking all types of news today. All right, thank you for following us on Instagram at Strawberry and Lizette. You can follow us individually.
I'm at Lizette Love, LIZETTELOVEE.
But she has a man, so fellas, don't follow her.
Period.
Hey, I am at Strawberry Radio. We'll talk to you next time. Peace.
Bye.